Hi, I'm Steve Williams, and this is Scooter and the Sticks. I'm out today on my Honda Trail 125, and I thought I'd take the opportunity to share my thoughts on why you might want to have one of these magical little motorcycles in your fleet. So let's go for a ride, and I'll talk a little bit more about it. Perhaps the main reason that I bought the Honda Trail 125 was that it's light and easy to ride. And what I mean by that is any of you that have a bigger motorcycle, you start pushing them around in the garage or moving around at very slow speeds, and you realize how heavy they are and how precarious they can be if you get them off center a little bit, and down they go. And I like having something that I don't feel that way. And you know, I don't want to say I'm reckless or not careful, but it's really nice to have something so small and so light that I can move it around and pick it up if I need to. And it just gives me a sense of freedom that I don't have with the other bikes at low speed or moving it around in the garage. And you know, it's a small bike, but I get big adventure out of it. And I think so often everything's judged by horsepower and top speed and things like that, at the expense of kind of added stress of knowing you better well manage that machine, especially when you're barely moving, or you're going to drop it. And I know a lot of guys who drop their bikes in the driveway, in their garage, in a parking lot during a slow speed turn, because you don't have the freedom of this thing. I mean, you can just do not worry about that. And that's part of the magic of this little motorcycle. One of the other great things about this little motorcycle is the go anywhere, do anything aspect of it. And I'm serious about that. Other than riding on high-speed highways or interstate highways, this thing will go anywhere and do anything. And part of the reason I bought it is I live so close to the state forest here and like endless mountain roads that I wanted something that I could ride by myself and be comfortable, that I can manage it no matter what I come across during these rides. So going anywhere means tackling, you know, the standard gravel roads here. These are still a little frozen with some snow, but this thing is pretty manageable. And I've also ridden this thing on the Mid-Atlantic BDR expert routes, which I would not be able to navigate on my Himalayan. So I really enjoy having this little motorcycle to go on little adventures, and it's perfect for that. And it will go as fast on these kind of roads as I would on a bigger motorcycle anyway. and I can choose trails and Jeep trails that I would never attempt on a bigger bike. And that's a great reason to have one of these things. That's why I keep it in the garage and use it when I want to go on some special little adventure. One of the other things that this little motorcycle delivers is a feeling of relaxation and peace. It's just so nice to be out here without a care in the world, and like any ride, it's got its therapeutic aspect. But this little bike, there's so many fewer things to worry about. I mean, other than traffic and things like that. But I come out here to unwind and just let all the cares in my life take the back burner for a while, and I can regain whatever balance I'm looking for between those things that are really important in my life and the ones that aren't. And riding here is just special. And I ask myself sometime, would I get the same effect riding my Vespa out here or the Himalayan? And the answer is no. This Honda Trail is different, and it's why I have 5 machines in my garage, and each one of them is unique in the sense that they do something different. That's why whenever I think of downsizing, I have so much trouble trying to figure out which one would have to go. But man, it is so relaxing. And I know some of you are going to say, geez man, there's snow on the road. Yeah, there's snow on the road, but not enough to minimize the effect of the gravel underneath. I mean, you still have to pay attention, and I don't race through the curves, but it's nice and relaxed being out in nature, and I'm left with a sense of peace after a ride like this. One of the other things about this motorcycle is it just makes me smile to ride it. It is so much fun. It's got those attributes that just trigger memories of being a kid on a little mini bike or something. And it also has these fully capable of so much, and just makes me happy, takes me anywhere, and it just brings me out in the world to places like this that I'm really grateful to be part of. So I should share some of the cons of owning this Honda Trail 125. The first and most obvious is it's a 125cc engine, and for someone my size, it really tops out at about 45 to 50 miles an hour. So it's going to force you to consider carefully where you ride. It's not an issue for me, but it could be for some. Another con is that in its stock condition, it doesn't really have any storage at all. It has a little toolbox in the back that I can shove papers in or something, and that's about it. So you either have to wear a backpack or put a crate on the back or get some kind of luggage for it. But again, that's not really an issue for me. And the other thing is that it, let's see, I forgot, oh, yeah, the shifter. A lot of guys hate this heel-toe shifter. In this configuration, it's 4 speeds down and neutral all the way at the bottom. And that's controlled with my toe. And to upshift, I use my heel. And you basically let off the throttle, shift, and then back on the throttle. Once you get used to it, it works pretty well. But I know guys said it's just weird to have nothing here on this left grip. No clutch, no brake, no nothing. So everything's controlled with your right hand in terms of throttle, your right foot for brakes, and your left foot for shifting. And it can be, at first, if you're going from a scooter to this, and then the next day to a motorcycle with a manual transmission, you have to sort of quickly reacclimate yourself to what the heck's happening. Well, it's starting to snow a little harder, so before I get myself into any mountain trouble, maybe I should head home. But to sum up, this is a pretty neat little motorcycle, and it delivers far more than I ever thought it would. So if you've been looking at one, maybe you want to take the next step and maybe test ride one. But that'll wrap things up for this episode of Scooter and the Sticks. Until next time, be well and ride safe.